Ah, the Chopmus. What an asset you are going to be to this colony. Here comes Blargho to wear your clothes because they are of the utmost quality. I was impressed by the incredible drip on this man, and I am wondering, does formal vests, do they replace the armor? Let's find out. Let us do a little bit of science here. It really is taking forever, so I bet he's taking off the armor. Yeah. No. You gotta wear that recon armor there, Blargho. You're too valuable to be wearing some snazzy vest instead of what you're wearing right now. So, does that mean you can wear a cape on top of the armor? Let's find out. Also, let's see. Are you gonna take off the armor? Yeah, you are. So, never mind. It kind of sucks how you can't put on a cape on top of the armor. I don't like that. But it's a little bit of balance, I suppose, because it's another layer of clothes. So we're going to start with a very minor operation of removing kidney and removing lung. It doesn't matter which side it is. It's just, the usual approach to our healthcare in this place. The less organs you have inside you, the less diseases you can have because you have less organs to worry about. That is just basic healthcare, really. So let's let that happen. Blargho is taking personal care about this problem. Just get rid of those pesky. Okay, it's just a coincidental event there. Pesky organs. There you go. And once he recovers consciousness, we're going to finally give. I wanted to give Blargho some of his age back, but he's doing fine. We'll get another volunteer, don't worry about it. Something that I really wanted to do was see if Jesse Fassman can recover who he once was. This man, actually it's a lady, this lady has had a frail torso forever. We gave her a bionic spine, did not solve his problem, but she used to be an incredible person and has all that wisdom, all that experience, but her body has failed her. Unfortunately, there's Crack-Like-Bagby stroking his own tentacle. Very, very lewd there, Crack-Like-Bagby. I'm glad that you are alone with your pornographic materials right there. I have scheduled to do all kinds of tidying up around the land of madness. It's just a shooting frenzy. And I realized, I actually went online saying, what the hell can I do with this twisted meat? I got all this meat and nothing to do with it. I don't want to eat that crap. And basically, there's very few things. Confusion. Because of anesthetic, they won't last long in them. Usually, that kind of thing really doesn't. It's already gone. So, never mind. I was in the middle of saying a thing, and then I completely forgot it. Oh, you refine this into biofuel. That is, not biofuel, but, chem fuel. Through a biofuel refiner, which I have set to investigate, because I've always seen it as completely worthless. But turns out, grab me this crown. I considered smelting this into plasteel, but that probably has some really high value. It will fetch a pretty penny whenever I go sell it. So what a great abduction. I wonder how likely it is to get yourself a freaking console. That's what I was looking for. A freaking console of the Empire. I wonder if you are much more likely to get a random ass tribesman with a freaking loincloth instead of this piece of trash. Anyway, Tochamus! It's wearing off. He's conscious enough. Let's get this party going. Oh, but I don't have my sharp beacons used yet. I would like this ritual to be top-notch quality. So we're going to wait until these get built. Deceased lung rod. Ruffle stuff. It's just an elephant. Because he fell asleep on the rod. How stupid. Oh, that's right. Rufflestum is super stupid. He is completely brain dead. So all this crap absolutely annihilated. You know what, Rufflestump? This is a fine way for you to go. Let me just let you be right there. You were completely worthless, and you're going to have one of the most horrible deaths you can conceive of, just choking on alien rot. What are you doing, brother? Rot stink exposure minor. You're getting too close to that garbage, but that's fine. Oh no, don't rescue him. I would like him to just be left. This elephant is just worthless. But he does have a... No. What are you doing? Rescue. Just rescue. I don't want you to get the major exposure. What am I going to do about this rot? Probably just nothing, and just deal with it and treat them whenever it's necessary. I am a patient guy. These boomalopes are going to probably starve to death. Severe malnutrition. There's too many of them anyway. Effing Damas is the speed planter over here. He could easily win a speed run of hay grass planting. Finally, we got ourselves the biofuel refining. Let's get ourselves... Something I haven't done is freaking deep drilling. That is great for... Actually, it's not very good with components, is it? It's just... Let's just go for advanced fabrication. No, we were getting that marine armor. I want to get a whole bunch of armor. But the component situation is really bad. I am hoping that nothing else needs to be built, so all this crap gets deconstructed. I am patient enough to let that happen. Large sculpture. At some point, I commissioned this sculpture to be done, and now we have it. Let's have a beautiful large sculpture right here where people are constantly working. How about that? Do you like that? Or maybe there's already one there. Why did I build this? I have no idea. I have no need for this piece of trash. You know what? Something for the cooks to stare at. There is a lot of people that spend a lot of time here. They will have a better mood looking at that crap. Yes, let's... Oh, no, wait. We're waiting for these shard beacons. Blargho, you seem to be very much into building those things, and I have gone out of my way to separate all these batteries, although the power conduits, they're really not in the position that they should be. I need to clean this up, and that is why I dug this out, so I could move things over a little bit. No, what I wanted to do, I'll build that. Let me hold that crap out of the way. Please, P. Hold that trash. And then the conduit will go through the back wall instead of the front wall, and that should take care of this problem. What I wanted to do is tell Blargho to come over here and work on the damn shard, you absolute buffoon. It is pretty obnoxious, all the tasks that need to be completed. He'll get around to it. He doesn't need to sleep for a while. Just getting that ritual chamber properly equipped. Wonder if there's more stuff that I could do about it. The torches, I don't know if they contribute. All right, they are all connected. Are you ready? Are you ready to do some chronophagy? Let's do it. The invoker shall be Ragman. The target. Where is he? Tochamos. Blanc. Warning, performing a ritual on Tochamos will anger his faction. Oh no. Anyway, Jesse Fast. Actually, we need 2 targets, right? At the current ritual quality, the invoker will become 8 years younger. I see. So the invoker actually needs to be the subject. Not the subject, but the target. I guess you have the target and then you have the object of your ritual. Jesse, get in position there. 11 years. 11 years of youth. This chronophagy is so much more efficient than the silly-ass technology. How silly. Where is Ragman? There you go. Blargho needs to be witness to see whether this stuff works or not. All the MVPs are attending this ritual. 16 years. Will become 59 years old. Antochamos will become 73 years old. Perfect. Let us have this ritual commence and bestow Jesse Fastman of a renewed youth The poor bastard. She's been suffering through her ailments for so long. Oh yeah, chant those horrible incantations there, Jesse. Tochamos will get cursed with this burden of age. Man, that takes forever. This ritual takes a long time. I am thinking maybe I should have, at the very least, a bit of an escort going on here in case a horrible monstrosity comes from the beyond, enters through a rift and tries to rip my creatures apart. T-Rose is very hungry. She'll be fine. Don't worry about it. She could lose a few pounds. Let me... the video game character, not the real one. Okay. Oh, chronophagy complete. Nothing happened. Okay. Beautiful stuff. Now I want to see. First, let me make sure everything goes back to work. I want to see how did he come out? She come out. Still frail though. Did not reverse that. It did reverse. I think there was asthma here and it got reversed. So that's something. Oh, feeling young and spry. And she's a jogger. All her previous wonderful things, unfortunately, still frail. Still gives her 71%, but manipulation at 80% is quite the improvement from where she used to be. She is now a really competent doctor again. So very happy to see the results of that. So how often can you do such a horrible thing? Every 5 days you can get away with that, and every 8 days a skip abduction. This poor bastard has now what you always have asthma and cancer. I have a feeling that you didn't. Oh man, a carcinoma in your femur? That's gotta be amputated, buddy. We gotta go in there with the knife. That just cannot be. Let me give you a peg leg. And just in case, let's make it both legs, because you can never be too safe. If there is in your femur, who's to say that it's not in your tibia? Who's to say that it did not extend to the other leg altogether? This should be medical, and this should be medical. And I am going out of my way not to schedule any more building so that all the scheduled deconstructions take place. It's pretty obnoxious, the level of construction that needs to happen here. So anyway, very happy to see if Indamus here doing the work. Let's skip some time forward and see if we can finally put everything as it should be. So I'm going to do something I might regret, but I'm too curious. What does void provocation do? Does it just create a single and anomalous creature at the center? Or does it provoke the void into sending 70 chimeras at the edge of the map? I'm gonna do it and find out. Let's do some good old science. I am embracing all the more I use it, the more the occult calls to me. It truly is the draw of the outer gods, and it just, I cannot resist. I cannot possibly resist. So obviously, we're not going to be stupid about this. We're not going to be stupid, okay? We're going to treat this as a massive threat. Every mech on escort, everybody, actually not everybody, but most people need to be drafted. Let me move Kevin right there as the proper colonist. There you go. So I can now do something like this. Everybody gets lined up over here, because who knows what's gonna come through. And hopefully it's not the explosive anomaly that sets everything on fire and the whole colony dies horrendously. In fact, because of that, I'm going to line them up close to the door and hopefully this will go just fine. Don't worry about it too much. We're all having fun here. So what's the worst that can happen, really? We are fully prepared to contain this disaster. Don't worry about it one bit. All right, so our usual invoker will be Ragman, and the MVPs line up. You know what? this seems like a more dangerous thing. So let's have the furries do the ritual. Let's do the have the furries do the ritual, and then effing Damas because he cavorts with that kind of people, you know. All right, there you go. With the current quality, there's a 15% chance of the invoker will receive a dark psychic shock, Ragman, blah, blah, blah. Currently drafted will be undrafted when the psychic ritual begins. That is fine. Let's find out. I am so curious. It takes 2 hours to do the ritual. Let me make sure everybody has a good shooting position. Crack-Lack Vagve is ready to set them on fire. You never want crossfire, though. Unfortunately, there's going to be a little bit of crossfire. Don't worry too much about it. It's all a learning process. Blargho, get right there. Okay, I want everybody to have a clean shot. I want the melee to happen instantly. So Meg also gets in there to club some monsters in the head. There you go. Wonder what will show. I am so freaking curious. And Hike is here to also club somebody else and also stab with her tentacle. Oh, baby, what will come across the void? I am so damn curious. Void provocation complete. Has finished performing the void provocation ritual, sending out a psychic pulse. Son of a bitch! It is actually creating an event that will come in with 17 chimeras onto my doorstep. God damn it. Really did not want that, but now we know. Now we know, and hopefully we will not regret this horrible, horrible mistake. But you know what? Our friend the Rock Hard Driller is going to keep escorting Blargho until this resolves. Sure hope it's not a horrible ghoul invasion. They pop out of the earth, or another, what were these guys called again? Revenant, but this time it's 7 of them. And I am haunted forever. I may horribly regret what I just did. I guess we'll soon find out. What do I do with all this dumbass dread leather? I guess also make it into dusters and sell the dusters. Soon, this will be deconstructed and we can have 2 fabrication benches here. Tyros and Hike bonding with their lactating breasts. Doing a lot of bonding together. Very, very nice. And leaves Dermeister extremely happy about suckling on some titties. Hey, we got our Shamblers approach. 4 shambling corpses approaching. The human force that animates them is fading, so they will collapse within a day. I don't think we've seen Shamblers before, but that doesn't sound very intimidating, does it? Let's make chem fuel from... Do it forever. Clear everything. No. Raw food, meat. Just the meat. We use the insect meat and everything else is used. But the twisted meat will now become excellent. Wonderful. Chem fuel. That will be very, very nice. I use for all this crap. So, apparently, let's see what these Shamblers look like. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just some... garbage zombies is what they are. There's 4 of them. I mean, I'll capture them and I'll study them and they become more subjects for the study. I'm going to need some more platforms though. This is like high level platforms. I don't want to use that spot for this pathetic mooks, you know. Let's create another security door and basically dig out another space here. Let's see. Structure. Structure. How much for... You need components. There's only 2 components. And then plasteel, which is, you know, a sizable investment. Let's create a huge containment chamber. Actually, I can just dig this out, right? No. That's the Revenant area. I'll create a big containment chamber for really basic monsters. This will be my cabin in the woods right here. Let's see, this is 3 tiles wide, right? So you can fit 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then a shard in the middle. That should be pretty good. There you go. That's what's going to happen. Oh yeah, there's monsters. There's freaking monsters. Draw Shamblers. What does this mean? Study and perform a psychic ritual which will draw a herd of animals. That's Draw animals, I see. Oh, and then draw shamblers. I get it. Psychic ritual will draw a horde of animated corpses. While hostile, the corpses won't attack your colony directly. They can be captured for study. How weird. It's just basic ass mooks, and they just stand there. Standing listlessly. Like that. Shuffling listlessly. They're just literal zombies. Okay, and they'll just wait there until I go out there. Wonder if you continue doing void provocations, eventually you will gather more and more dark energy and the void provocations become more and more threatening. Or maybe it's like in a list, starts with shamblers, then you get gore hulks or whatever the hell, and it keeps going and going higher and higher up the hierarchy. It's time to suspend that because we have so many blocks now. There's no need for more blocks. I have literally thousands. Let's continue that time going forward. Our age reversal. T-Rose, soon you'll get your own little monster to fellow to suck all the life out of. If you shamblers would please wait for this to be built, that would be great. Why is it not being prioritized though? Blargho is out there building walls. Okay, so I no longer need this. You can just recharge and work right there. Please build this dumbass security door. I will appreciate it. It would appear the zombies just drop dead. Or rather, double dead. Well, that's unfortunate, which means I guess we can just create a few holding platforms because they are like the lowest of the low, aren't they? So we can simply do one of these. To hold the shamblers for the time being. The containment strength is 40, which is ass, but it should be plenty for a pile of pathetic, shambling corpses. So let's send Banana. Actually, no, let's make it melee only. Oh, no, you can continue taking care of your baby. Don't set them on fire, crack. Meg has no weapon. How long has that been a thing? What the hell, brother? You are supposed to be wielding. Don't want to give her another one of these. Nah, we club heads with Meg. Equip the uranium mace. Let me draft her. Equip uranium mace. And then come out here. I want the official to come watch the proceedings. And I want Banana to come out here, shoot them, possibly set them on fire. And Jessie Fastman with her newfound youth. She's going to come out here and shoot down some zombies. Get some nice target practice done. Dug my way through here to have a nice little passage. Let's put a door there, though. That was the intent. Make it out of steel. There you go. In fact, a double door. Dissuade possible monstrosities to getting through. From getting through. We got the people. Let's not get too close, though. Until we are ready to attack. Is there someone else coming? I think that's it. See, that's everything I sent. How bad can it be? 3 zombies. Even the official can get in there and get some spear points into their bodies. They do get mad, apparently. You just went down. How about you shoot there and Banana can just hold his fire? There you go, Jesse. And you can go in there. Oh yeah, get clubbed. Get a little bit of experience there. The official. Oh, don't get hurt though. Don't get bitten by this horrible monster. Just getting clubbed forever. Man, those scratches are upsetting. You guys can come over here and murder that. I guess we can come in and melee attack. I just want to stun the zombie. Well, I mean, we got a shard out of it, so I'll sign myself up for that. Okay, the officials, you've done enough watching. Grab yourself that shard and get the hell out of here. And we can, hopefully, one of these actually get stunned. Let me just melee attack. And you can't even release the animals, nor we'll get a nice chunk of flesh over there. No, it just goes down a piece of garbage. Oh, I didn't even think about it. Maybe I can just right-click and capture. Didn't even think about that. Maybe you can just grab them. Well, too late now. Too late now. I'm going to do another void provocation because more science needs to be done. At least we got a shard out of it, so that is at least something. Let me deconstruct this nonsense. There's the rock hard driller is finally making our beautiful holding chamber for pathetic lowly mooks. We're going to fill it with good stuff. There's going to be a shard inhibitor in there. It's going to be good. Why is there no power? What's going on here? I think I have disconnected my batteries. Is that what I did? Yes. They're only powering this area because I deconstructed too much. What an absolute fool. Okay, so what I need to do is connect. Let's do a hidden conduit here. And this right here. For some reason, I deconstructed it without actually creating something to replace it with. Absolute moron. So let's do that, and that should take care of it. But there should be some redundancy here. Let me take care of this. Speaking of holding platforms and all that nonsense, entity escape. The Gore Hulks are escaping their restraints. How? It went down to 76. Wasn't it 80 before? Was it always 80? How much do you need to contain this piece of trash? Minimum containment is 60. Oh, so meeting the minimum is not enough to guarantee they will never escape. Okay, so it didn't go down. It's just that you need to go above the minimum for them to be a guarantee that they will not escape. Man, I hope that these idiots don't just die on me. Oh, the security door not being powered. I bet lowered the score. Welp, too bad. You're about to get absolutely annihilated. Let me get Gravedigger and Jessie Fastman with her very spry walk. Cold Shock, come over here. I mean, Gore Hawks, they're really not that big of a problem. Blargho can also come over here because Rock Hard Driller needs some assistance. I don't want you to destroy the steel door though. I would rather just open it. Just open it up for you. Blargho, can you please come closer so you can command the mech to open the door? Insufficient containment. Yeah. The Chimera is going to be very ornery. Okay, open the door. Hold that open. We're going to deal with this. Hopefully, please, Nar, don't get in the way. I guess they're just gonna get in the way. Yeah. We just went down. Very nice. Hey, none of them died. Wonderful. Capture and capture. But we need that power restored immediately. Blargho, how about you? Take care of that. This is disconnected. This is now connected. That connection needs to be formed. Blargho, you do it. You do it right now. Very annoying. The Chimera. Oh, it's trying to get out of the restraints. How about you don't hold that open now, though? That'll be great. Cold Shock, come back to open. I mean, to... Why are you so slow? You have a burn scar in your brain. Did not realize that was a thing that was happening. I'm sure I realized it at some point before. All right, you can go back to whatever you're doing. So you have insufficient containment here. Minimum containment 70, and he has 67. What is the deal? Is it because I am digging this out? We're supposed to be contained, you piece of trash. I think it's because I dug this out somehow. I have no idea what happened there. Maybe because I surrounded this with granite. Odd. Very odd. I guess what I can do, what kind of bioferrite do I have? We have only 254 floors. Because you can get some bioferrite floors. 4 each is pretty steep. Oof. Can I do something better than this? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And hopefully we'll solve this problem before this Chimera becomes a ravening beast trying to eat my soul. Let's see, 67. There's some time going forward. Gene back nears power. Is that really? Holy crap. I'm too stupid to live. I disconnected all the power without building a replacement. Maybe that's why, because things are not getting properly powered. This is so stupid. At least the batteries are getting the power. Let's see. All right. This got destroyed. Power. Get those hidden conduits right there. This was supposed to all be properly built. Let me just deal with this. How foolish. How foolish. Can't believe I have allowed my hyper techno base to go completely unpowered. My beautiful hops are losing all their integrity. Hey, my freezer for disgusting waste packs has been finally completed, but let me not even schedule the not containment zone. What is the word I'm looking for? The stockpile, because I don't want anybody to be busy while this happens. While these conduits get built. Please, get it done. You have no power. What are you doing? Is this being done by anybody? Nobody's doing it. Please, just need power for everything. My electricity, the internet is out, and I have nothing to be able to do. Hey, power is being restored. There you go. There you go. The problem has been solved. Oh, what a terrible dumbass crisis that I brought upon myself. That was extremely dumb, and I feel really stupid. But just a small inconvenience. Okay, the bioferrite is amping up the containment here. I bet it had a lot to do with half the base being unpowered somehow. But at least we got these pathetic creatures back into containment. And we can go back to more rituals. 5 days and 2 days in the chronophagy. Tyros, why are you constantly hungry? You have a bionic stomach. Is that the only thing? I don't know, she just doesn't feed herself. Hey, a traitor. Finally, we get to get rid of some more of my crap. Once again, I need to figure out who the hell is my traitor. Let me just let Hike eat her meal. And let's do some shopping. Where the hell is it? Where's the comms console? I am so lost. What is going on? One of the stupidest time periods of my life. This power crisis that I have faced because I wanted to prettify the damn... Well, I wanted a frickin' anomalous provocation, and I frickin' got it. Something is out there. That is all you get. That is upsetting. Is that another frickin' revenant? Is that what it is? I guess you kind of just have to wait, right? Wait for effing Damas to be ambushed, pretty much. Hey, there's the trading window that I'm going to very much enjoy. Ha! Told you fellas, this plasteel crown would super pay for itself. What an amazing jackpot to summon that fellow and sell his entire estate and completely wholesale benefit from all of his possessions. Really came out the winner in that interaction. Holy crap. I'm just gonna sell this crap and you can just make new ones, you know, especially since the value of the stuff that I'm buying is extremely high. Hey, here are the dread dusters. They're pretty high value, so you can make some dread leather dusters and they're going to be a lot of money. This is something that we made for big profit making. This is working out in my favor enormously. So happy to sell all this crap. Masterwork leather duster from human leather is so much money. That is OP as hell. We have a incredible tailor in our midst. Anyway, I'm going to finish this up. I basically got everything I could possibly want. and made a massive profit out of it. So very, very nice. Do I want a little bit of cloth? Nah, we have a lot of crap. We don't really know. Actually, to build some, 100 is fine. Give me 150 more cloth for me. Yeah. Give me that. Don't want any dog leather. It's all good. Accept that. What I wanted to check out. Oh yeah, look at all that good stuff. Look at all that money. Got ourselves a couple books. Giant pile of plasteel and some more Nutramine. I was completely out. I was not out. My bad. I have plenty of Nutramine, so that was a completely worthless purchase. And I actually have a lot of freaking cloth laying about. It didn't really show all my stores. It just showed what was actually for sale. So my bad indeed. I would like to put one of these. There was something that wasn't for sale that I wanted to sell. I guess I don't know what I was thinking about, but yeah, I even have one there for the medicine. Doesn't matter. I am extremely wary of whatever is stalking. Oh shit. Sight Stealer has been revealed. Pure out of thin air. Then we deal with this. It was like a ton of them, right? Holy crap, Blargho is out there. Anyway, we're going to deal with this. Whatever the hell this is. We have seen these before, right? Imagine enemies misshapen humanoids, their arms and in sharp curled claws formed from bioferrite. Sight Stealers are fragile but use psychic influence. Yeah. I remember fighting off like 70 of them. Probably should have done something about this before they were upon us, because if there is one, there may be 100. But hopefully I make it inside. We'll find out in the next episode.